What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hopefully you had a good day today. Mine was pretty tiring with work and all, but is what it is. I got the stuff done and got a few days here to finish it all up in the reporting sector. I wanted to sort of discuss the current affairs topic of winter preps, and then what to do when you have advance notice of a storm coming like we do here in North Texas, or in Texas in general. I think it's going to go as far south as Austin. I have to check the weather tonight before I go to bed, but we're supposed to have a pretty nasty event here Wednesday night through Thursday evening into Friday morning. And I'm talking about temps in the, anywhere from, I've seen everywhere from 8 degrees to 12 degrees as a low on Wednesday night, with precipitation throughout the afternoon and evening, and up to 1 inch of ice accumulation on the roadways Wednesday night into Thursday. So it's something to think about, especially with all this technology and all the advance notice that we have. It's a real shame that people, still fall short in this area, but I wanted to just go over a few things with you guys and gals, and just to make sure everybody's thinking about the right things here. And, whether you live in a house or an apartment, it really doesn't matter. I mean, these things apply to all that, prepping implies, and I'll tell you, it can save your butt. So let's just take this ice storm that's incoming for us here in our area. So you can expect power outages, especially with those of you that live where there are power lines above ground, on the poles. You can expect to have power outages. That's a constant. That's something that always happens. So with that in mind, it can expect power outages. So that you need to have backups. So you need to have some type of way to have light, have some juice to charge your phone, or what other devices that you may want to utilize during that time. You need to have a way to make heat. You need to have a way to have light. You need to have a way to cook, etc. If you don't have any water stored, you might want to just go ahead and pre-fill some bottles and have from your tap, and have those set out so you can access them. Remember, it's a minimum of 1 gallon per day per person for cleaning, drinking, and all that. So it might be a good idea for you to go ahead and fill some jugs and get some water stored up in light of what's probably going to hit us. And get your stuff out now while it's nice, and test it. Get your heaters down, check them if you haven't checked them since last year. Make sure you've got propane, make sure you've got whatever heat source you use, aside from your normal utilities. Go ahead and get that stuff out and check it. Make sure you've got the propane canisters and all that. And you might even go as far as to, it's all about timing, right? We got advance notice of this thing, so everybody should be sort of thinking about it now. You've got 24, 36 hours before this thing hits here, and you ought to be able to get pretty well prepped, even if you have nothing at this point. But go ahead and think about, maybe pre-cooking some food items and having them stored, just to get you through an event. Maybe even, you might want to boil some hot water and put it into a thermos or something, maybe right before, maybe tomorrow evening or Wednesday morning. Get some hot water going and put it in a thermos of some kind if you've got one that'll keep it hot. And then so you could do the same thing with coffee. You can go ahead and pre-make it and have it in a nice tight canister that will keep it warm. Some of these thermoses will keep stuff hot for 24 hours. It's amazing. I think a lot of the Yeti stuff will do that, but that's your call. I'm just thinking that there's a lot of people out there that have this stuff laying around. They could put it to use. And then, of course, tomorrow or the latest Wednesday morning, go get your fuel tanks full. Fill your vehicle to the rim with fuel. Have fuel in your vehicle in case you have to rely on that thing to A, get warm, B, charge something up, or, C, I don't know, maybe you have to leave for some reason. I don't know. Just have your vehicle full of fuel in case you have to rely on that for charging your phone and, other things, staying warm. But it's all about timing, it's all about paying attention. It's all about, being prepared, as we all talk about. But, time is of the essence. This thing they're talking about is going to be pretty nasty here for us. And everybody shouldn't be, have any, doubts about it based on what happened to us last year. I don't think the length of it's going to be that bad, but, it could be a pretty rough ride for 36, 48 hours if what the meteorologists say is true. Maybe get some de-icer if you can get it at the store, the little cans of de-icer for your windshield. And, those work good on other surfaces too. Not just for windshields. You can use them on steps and other stuff too, railings, things like that. So anyway, I hope everybody is having a great start to their week. I just wanted to throw out this video and sort of remind people about the winter preps and the storm that's coming to North Texas here, and just remind people of stuff that they can get done now so they don't have to mess with it, under duress if they, didn't get things done in time. So with that, keep prepping, stack it deep, and long live the Republic.